everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I've come back to do another episode of what's turning into a bit of a chunky monkey, this Peacock Journal. As you remember, we've already decorated the front and it's all been Mod Podged and everything. And then last time we started decorating the inside, so that sheet's done. Leaving that for journaling. I'm going to stick this pocket on. I've decided that's what we're going to have on there. We're not sure what else we're doing with that. We've stuck that on. That's got 3 side tucks. I'm going to put these banners on this page. I haven't backed them. They're just on very thin card. But this is very thin encyclopedia paper, which has been stamped over. And I've stamped a peacock feather on. So today, obviously we've decoupaged a serviette onto this page and the other side of this page. And I want to stamp around here. So that's one thing to be doing on another episode. Stuck that down. I've put a little paper clip there to keep that down because this, I don't know if you remember, but this is a piece I made in hashtag 2021 TCTC, and it's a pocket here and a pocket here and a pocket here, but it does flap open, so I thought I'd just put a little paper clip there and we might put a little dangle onto that. That's the middle of the first signature, and we've got all the lovely pages, so that's the other side of that Mod Podge page. And again, going to be stamping. So let's have a look at what we're going to do today. Now, in the second signature, I've gone through and put in a few paper clips of things that I want to put in. Now, Tanya at Tatty Treasure sent me this beautiful peacock serviette that's totally different to the one I used in the first signature. So we're going to use it in this signature. And we're going to Mod Podge this side of this page, and we're going to look for the back of that page, which I believe is that one. No, because it's lined paper. So I'm just going to find it and establish where that is. Oh, it's there. So I'm going to do that page. And we're going to do that page. So I stamped the front with peacock feather, and I also stamped this page here on this side with the peacock feather. So we're going to do the pages. You can see it's come through a little bit. I don't mind that actually. So we're going to Mod Podge this. Now we're going to have to do it with this, obviously with the signature sewn in. When I did the other page, it was before I'd sewn in the signature. So let's have a look first of all and see if we need to take any layers off of this at all. Looks like Tanya may already have done that. Can't see that no layers come apart. So I thought would be nice would be just to, this is made up of panels, look, isn't it beautiful? So I thought it would be nice to Mod Podge a panel on each piece. So we could put a panel there. Maybe cover the whole page with it would be nice, wouldn't it? Or just go round it like this. So now I might just try tearing this by hand. Actually, let's see if the ruler helps. I'm not too sure. The last time I used my watercolour water pen, if I just take this down to halfway, so we're not trying to wrestle with a great big piece. They're so delicate. So just put that over there for a minute. And if we want one panel, so if we tear off to there, I think. Okay, so that's one panel, and then we will tear these panels in half like so. So we've got 2 panels now. That's not torn very well, so we don't know which one we'll use out of those 2, but we'll put them to one side for a minute. So we're going to have to do it in situ. Okay, so right here I have my pot ready. Now I'm wondering, do I just want to put a panel here like this in one piece, have it as a centerpiece of here? Would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Or do we want to tear any of this off? Do we want to, for instance, tear around here and maybe just tear a little bit out of there like that? See, it doesn't matter if you tear it by hand or whether you actually use the watercolor pen, water pen. The problem with that being, I found it's a little bit messy and you can end up with what's almost paper mache. I just wanted to get rid of those hard edges really down there. But I don't want to take too, oops, not my water over. I don't want to take too much of this off. That's the only thing. So it's just a tiny slither of this. Now this is very time consuming, isn't it? I should have perhaps prepared these. So now then, I think we'll take the postmark off. And we'll leave it like that, I think. Okay. I might actually tear this bottom piece off. I can always keep that and use it on a pocket or a tag, something else. Okay. So that's a little bit more rough and ready now. I quite like mine like that, to be honest. So let's have a go. So we've got our water, and it's usually 2 parts Mod Podge to 1 of water. Now I've only got a tiny bit of water in there, as you can see. It's very, so I'm just literally going to go 1, 2 squeezes first of all, and give that, I don't want it too wet, which it looks like it might be, so I'm just going to put some more Mod Podge in. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit wet. That tiny bit of water went a long way, didn't it? So I'm just going to Mod Podge over that area. So we're going to have to put something behind here. Let's pick a book page behind here, so I don't want it seeping through. And let's quickly go down here. Yeah, this is going to make this page very wet. Now, it could be that this may be all we do today. Go up a bit higher. And we're going to lay that down as best we can without trying not to touch it too much. So, where's my... touching it with your fingers is not good, so I'm just going to pat it down with this dry wipe like so, just to get all those edges kind of as if they're part of the paper like that. Okay, now it could wrinkle up when it dries. Sometimes Mod Podge does do this. So now we're going to go over it with another layer to protect it, so it will dry clear. But when you do this second coat, don't be tempted to keep going backwards and forwards over it again and again, because then it will start ripping. So that's plenty, that's perfect. I can see that's covered, so that's that one. Now I've got to stop that from sticking. I have got oh, I know what I've got that would be ideal. I was keeping these bags because I thought maybe I want to do my trash series using trash. I could maybe use those bags. I might still be able to use them, who knows. I haven't got an idea what I was going to do with them, mind you. It's just me and my crazy wacky ideas. I think, oh, I'll keep that, I didn't need that, just getting another one of these bags. It just so happened I have two here. I don't want to stick that to that bag though, that's the only thing. Do you know, I don't know if this was a good idea. So I'm not going to do the other side on camera. I'm going to leave that to dry now. And it's going to be difficult to even look at any of the other pages. So that was really not a very good idea to do this. But I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it on camera for you because some people are, you know, a bit wary of doing it. You can get a different result every time. It just depends, really. I don't know, because I don't think I've ever used coffee dyed paper before. I mean, it's gone through that side. Now, whether that's going to dry up fine, I don't know. But this I was going to leave as a journaling page anyway. So that's that. So I just hold these pages up a minute. So that's the first. This is the second, start of the second signature here. That's the end of the first one there, which we've completed that page. So I was going to do a tuck with these tickets, and then we can embellish them. And I was going to have that there, and I'd already stuck that onto cardboard last time. But again, there's not a lot we can do until this dries, to be honest. I might be lucky. Oh, excuse me, that's bad manners, isn't it? I'm terribly sorry. I've got a bit of indigestion if I'm truthful. I seem to suffer with that a lot. Just going to take down the edge of this. We're just going to move this over here. One day I'll do a little tour of my craft room. I know Dee's Crafty Place did an impromptu one showing us her new desktop covering for a desk. And I thought, oh yeah, maybe one day I could do one. I have such a, well, I know Julie at Peacock Journal has a very small room, but it's compact, I think, from what I've seen, and she's got everything, you know, all organised. I haven't. Just so tired. I just don't know where people get their energy from. I used to have the energy. Today, it's Saturday, and I spent about 3 hours this morning, first thing, hoovered around, and then I spent, oh yeah, hoovered around, put the washing on, sorted out a couple of loads, and then I went out into the garden because I'd bought some plants recently, there, that's better, to go in the flower bed. We haven't got a massive garden, we don't have a lawn anymore, we've patioed the area. It shows you how small it is. And going around the corners, and so we got rid of the grass, so we have little flower bed, quite a big flower bed one side, this very small narrow strip the other side of the fence, and then another area behind the shed, well, to the side of the shed at the back. And we use that. Right, so I'm going to use my blue to go around this, I think. And yeah, so I was out there putting some plants in a flower bed. I like plants that are bee and butterfly friendly naturally, and that are going to come up every year. So I go for those. Right, let's get the book back. Let's just see how that page is doing. To keep checking, I don't want that. Oh, that's done the worst thing. It has stuck to it. Oh no, no. Oh my god, it's ruined the whole page. No, I didn't think. Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I'm sorry about cutting that last video. Well, this is the same video. I had to cut it because obviously I had a big disaster with the decoupaged page that I did. Oh, and I've had to take the whole thing out. So I had to take that page, the two sides, out of the signature altogether because the page had a big hole in it. Basically, I did think about letting it dry. I did think about, so here it is, what was left of it. So I cut it down and it had torn all the way up here. I couldn't use the page, so I took both sides of the page out, and I've got the other side here. So I had to take them both out, which was a bit of a shame because I like that coffee stained lined paper. So this is going to now become a journal card. I will stick this on to something. And this, I thought perhaps we could chop those off and tidy it up a bit maybe, and, you know, grind it up a bit and have it as a piece of, because I'm going to be a double page less in the second signature, and they were going to be for journaling on. This is going to be a journal piece of paper now instead. So we'll sort that out, and we'll sort that out. So that's why I had to stop the video, because I could see it was becoming a disaster and I panicked and didn't know what to do. So I'm now resuming. So hopefully I can splice these two together. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone through, I've stuck that pocket on where we said we were going to put it. I've stuck this on, which is the side tucks, and I've left it as a little tuck in case we want to put something like this coffee dyed journaling paper in. I've stuck a little bit of nice lace down there. I haven't put the banners or anything up there. I don't know what to do. It's really stumping me, this page, because it's so thin. I may just put some ribbon on the edge and leave it maybe as a journaling page. I don't know. I have to think about that. So I'm thinking about sticking one of the clusters on here. I think that will be okay. I've kind of paper clipped it on to see how heavy it's going to be, but it seems to be okay. And I think, you know, we've got enough room. So let's stick that on. Let's make a decision and stick that on there. I don't know, because there is a tiny tear in this paper and I want to cover it up. This coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper, and any, you know, dyed papers, unless you're using very, very, very thick weight of paper, and I think this paper is probably no more than about 100 GSM. Not sure what that is for the US or Canada. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. I'm sorry, I don't know how to convert it. So I've put that on there now, so that's okay, that'll be fine. I'm going to leave this as journaling paper, stamped around here with some scripting stamp. I don't know if you can see it, just like that. So we're leaving that one now. Going to probably put something on there. Right, let's get on. This I've had to put a paper clip on to keep that shut because it flaps open. So I'm going to make a nice paper clip to go on there. I think maybe we'll tie some nice ribbon on. Just see if we've got anything here in my box that we could tie on to improve that. We've got some lovely velvet turquoisey seam binding, I think this is. So let's put some of this on. Okay, what else? We can put more than one thing on, I think. We might put a tuck on another, a tuck. We might put that on another page. We've still got that one. Let's see, nothing springs to mind in here. It's all very thick, I think. So, yeah, that's white. Okay, that's that box. I have got another box here. So there's some lovely ribbon. I think this is ribbon Tanya at Tatty Treasure sent to me as Happy Mail, which was lovely. Was a part of, I order things and sometimes I'm lucky that Tanya will add in some things. I'm pretty sure I videoed this to say thank you when I received it. Okay, yeah, we'll just use those. They'll make that into a very attractive paper clip, I think. So I want to quickly just thread these on. I don't want to take too long because we'd already done part of this video. So I think we'll, should we tie them on together? What do you think? Wonder if that one's a bit too short. I might have, but then I might have to trim them anyway. So they're a bit fiddly. So I'm going to, so it could be moved, this paper clip. I was going to make an altered paper clip, you know, with the banners, and I've totally forgotten how to make one. Isn't that ridiculous? Hopefully that's not going to be too chunky. So if we put it on, so it's got to go down the back like so. We'll just trim these down a bit like so. And I think that's going to be all right. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that just makes that, you know, it's obviously a closure because, as I said, so you just take it off, open this out, and you've got your pockets and everything. Okay, right, we'll leave that there. Right, okay. Now, I made a sort of a collage board in another video, and I was going to cut it down into, and I think I'm going to, I don't know if this is, no, it's on very thick card, make a belly band. And so stuck that pocket on. That banner's still there, not sure, might stick that on, I don't know. Might have to go and look up somebody making some old paper clips to remind myself. I've stuck that on and left that as an extra tuck, so we can put some coffee dyed paper in there maybe for journaling. Then we've got this. I'm going to put some ribbon down here to close that off, so I'm not too keen on that. I'm going to use one of Tanya at Tatty Treasure's vellum envelopes. I'm going to decorate that. Oh, that seems to have got, where's my wet wipe? That seems to have got something on it. Don't know what that was. Just give that a wipe. So we're going to probably use that and put it on the edge of a page. So a belly band. So yeah, so I've stuck that on, left a tuck there, and that I've rounded the corners of that, which makes it a lot easier to move in and out. I've stuck this down as a side tuck. We can embellish this page. Done the same with that one. That's the centre of that signature. Then apart from that, what else? Stuck that onto this page. Didn't leave a side tuck this time, so I've got to make some very small pieces. Or I think some of the small ephemera from this kit, well, the various kits I'm using, such as this ticket, can go in here, like so. That would be quite nice, I think. We'll see. Actually, honestly, this seems, I feel like this has taken me forever to make this journal, you know. It just seems an awful lot to do. So I thought this page, but having said that, I don't know if this is going to be too heavy. Heavy for this page. Yeah, I think it might be, because I've put that on that page and that is quite heavy. And again, I've put a paper clip on there to keep that from flipping open. Okay, I think if we make a belly band or two, we're going to make it out of lace, I think, because I actually think that so some of this lace is lovely, it's beautiful. Some of that, we can have it a nice wide one. This is a bit elasticated though. So the only thing is with this is I feel that you'd probably have to stretch it quite a bit in order to, we'll just stretch it and stick it just so that it's not a gaping belly band. So if we put that on, we could actually put that on the top. What do you think? That would be quite nice. But we'll do it not on that side. I think we'll do it this side, and this, there's some of this turquoise in this kit page, which is one of Janie B's kit pages. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm using mainly the main kit I'm using is the Calico Collages kit called Spring Peacock. Okay, now I'm not going to call it spring because obviously we're past spring. Mine's just a Peacock Journal, but I loved her kit. So her kit pages are all these highly coloured ones here. So there's that. Then I'm using some of Vectoriadesigns Proud Peacock kit, and let me show you some of her. I don't know. Yeah, this, I think, I'm not sure now. Ooh, whose is whose? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Actually, I might not have printed her pages out. I might have just printed some of her ephemera. And then I'm also using Janie B's Peacock kit. And this is obviously a page, double-sided page from her Peacock kit. And then I'm using some digital by Digitalmandragora, so there's a bit of a combination in these. So I'm just thinking about making now a belly band out of this. Right, let's give it a go. So let's cut it a tiny bit shorter than we want it. The only thing I don't like about belly bands is that things fall out of them if you're not careful. I found, especially when you use lace. I don't know whether I have a tendency to overthink things, you know, so just ignore me if you don't agree with me, that's fine. So we could stick that on there like that in the centre. Okay, right, let's just do it, because I just take too long. I'm just thinking all the time about what I need to be doing, and I'm just going to put this belly band on, and then we're going to call this an episode, because otherwise it's going to be another long video and I'll end up with nobody wanting to actually watch me. You can tell I'm not a seasoned YouTuber and junk journaler, can't you? I mean, I'm all right off camera, perfectly fine, but I just feel guilty making too much of it off camera. I don't know why, I just do. If that's okay, then we'll go for this down the middle, because I really love this colour lace. It's very, very pretty, so I think we'll cut it there. It's all unravelled now, so that's okay. I can sort that out later. Hubby's out with Paddy dog. They've gone to a dog club. They meet on a Sunday, and there's a meeting at 1 o'clock today, so he has taken him there. He likes to be social, Paddy does. I think that's the Jack Russell in him. He loves meeting people, and he loves showing off and running around with other dogs. And, you know, he's quite good. He's very good with all sorts of dogs, really. So I'm using this Beacon 3-in-1 because it is material, and just to get that down there. Like so. Oh, my arm was stuck to it then. Okay, so I think that looks fine. I think that looks straight. It's hard to tell when the book pages are not lying completely flat. Oh, got an itchy nose. Okay, where's the lid? Let's put the lid on quickly. Now, if you noticed, I haven't glued down the middle, because actually, you know, could use that as a double belly band. So my thinking is let it dry. Now, actually, it's probably better to use that because as a belly band, because it's a lot flatter, not so bulky. Sorry, I've got a very itchy nose. I don't know why. What does that mean? My mum, my late mother, God bless her, she used to be very superstitious, and she used to have an answer for all sorts of things like that. You know, like if you spill salt, you should throw some over your left shoulder for luck. Yeah, I think so this was designed to go and be stuck on a page. But I think I've decided that it's too heavy, but I do want to use it, especially in a second signature. It'd be nice for extra journaling space. And I was going to put it in this belly band like this. So I'm going to have to cover the back now with some paper. So, well, we could cover it with this. No, that's not big enough. Okay. So I just get my papers out. And see what we've got that we can use to cover the back of this with. So on the front we've collaged it. Now, no, that's not big enough either. I've got all sorts of scraps of including some book page that looked quite interesting because it was all where I'd been stamping on it. Not physically stamping on it, you know, stamping on it with stamps. That's quite nice. Yeah, these are all scraps now. Scraps. I've got so many scraps. The more I do anything, the more scraps I have. I've started throwing some of the smaller bits away because they're just too big, too much. But that's a piece of Vectoriadesigns paper. There's some of that. These are Vectoriadesigns paper. So I think maybe we'll use one of those to have on the back. Yeah, they're all Vectoriadesigns. So I've got to have a major tidy up again. So let's have a look. Let's put these back here. So we've got all sorts of things going on. Oh dear me. Does anyone else get untidy? Now that's directional and it's that way, so that's not going to be suitable. So let's use a piece of this. This is very beautiful. Now the only thing is, which piece do we want? So we can have that, which would be quite nice. Actually, I quite like that. Right, we're going to tear it out. I'm just going to use my normal ruler. And, okay. I'm just going to let me get the height first without the white. So I want to be able to use some of that half of the page. So I want it like that. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. Now I don't know how I'm going to manage this, or whether I'm just going to cut that off, because I'm not very good at tearing very tiny little bits like that, and I'll end up ruining it and having less of the page than I wanted. Okay, so we've got some washi tape there. That was to strengthen those holes that I'd made. So we want it to go kind of there, not right to the edge. Okay. Oh, I like that. That's lovely. Right. We inked around this in the pine needles. Oh. Okay. So we'll do the same with this. And we'll get that stuck down. Piece of book page here. I'm going to I've got such an itchy nose and I don't know why. I'm going to try some Kalau. This may not be the best thing to use, but I'm determined to try and use it up, really. I have ordered some more. Oh, that came out. Let's spread it with the lid. It's so, oh, it's so messy, messy, runny. I don't like it. Yeah, I've ordered some more art glitter because that's really my favourite, I decided. And I've actually put the order through for the Scotch glue stick because oh, the smell is overpowering, honestly. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, because I don't like that Yoo-hoo glue stick either. I'm very fussy, I think. When I first started, and I watched other people and they would talk about glue, and I thought, I don't understand, glue's glue, surely glue's glue. And you know, now I understand totally, because I think the same. I guess you have to experience it to know what you're going to like and not like. I haven't tried, just going to trim that off. I haven't tried PVA. I haven't got a clue which PVA is the one that would be, you know, recommended, to be honest. I must ask Dee at Dee's Crafty Place because she uses PVA. Which I know she buys a big bottle and decants it into the smaller, they're like sort of icing bottles. Now, that's another thing, I don't know where you get those from. I suppose you can get them in maybe Hobbycraft. Right, we're going to leave that to dry. That's just going to stand up there to dry. So let's give this the right one. Must give this a good old scrub down. Right, so let's get the journal back. So that's going to go in there into that belly band, like so. Okay, and the other side of the signature we have, what do we have? Is that one there? Oh, we could maybe, we'll put something on, maybe we'll put a lace pocket down here. That's what we'll do, and we'll use something different. So this is something I dyed myself. I actually used some of the pine needle and some of the what's it called, chip sapphire, the blue, the two that I'm using, and it came out looking like this. So we could use that one. I think it's a bit too light. Okay, so we're just going to do a pocket here and then that's it. I said I was going to call it a day, didn't I? And I didn't. I haven't. Right, this is nice. Oh, that piece of fabric is sticking to me. I can't. Oh, get rid of it. Right. Well, we'll attempt a pocket with this now. Again, this is quite stretchy. This, not vintage. I don't think I've got anything else suitable. I've got this beautiful, isn't that gorgeous? I did, in a few groups on Facebook, and one of the groups is doing a 50-piece swap. And I swapped with a lovely lady called Jane Austen who lives in Hayling Island down in Sussex. I think it's Sussex. No, Hampshire. She's down in Hampshire. And this is one of the pieces she sent me because she knew I was making the Peacock Journal. So isn't that lovely? Now that could be something that could just go at the top of that, one of those dictionary page pieces. It's very, very nice of her to do that. And she also sent this, and this is gorgeous. It's got feathers embroidered on it. It is white though. I don't know how sturdy that would be for pocket, but it could be nice to be stuck down on something. Yeah, so I think we'll use this because I just love this emerald green. Told you I'm a bit of an emerald enthusiast, I suppose. I've got an emerald engagement ring and an emerald. And I didn't cut that very straight, did I? Emerald and diamond eternity ring, which is lovely, obviously. Gosh, that's still not. Yeah, right. Let's put that down there, I think. Yeah, that's the front now. I might stretch it slightly. I'm going to try this and I hope and pray this works. I haven't had much experience with lace pockets, so just going to put a bead of glue there. I'm just putting it on the lace because then I'll be able to see. I think I'll be able to see better. And a bead of glue up this side. We'll see how this works out. It's not going to be edge to edge, but I want to pull it up and stretch it slightly to there, but not too much that it's then misshapen. My hands are all gluey. It's that Kalau that's done it. Right, that's better there. Okay. Very delicate this is. That's up a bit too high. That's stretched up high. Let me just have a look to see. Yeah, that corner is a bit stretched. Too. Okay. Right, I may have to just do that corner. Gosh. Just pop that in and see if there are any open edges, and there aren't. Right, okay. Okay, well, I don't know what happened to the lid. So, wouldn't that be lovely on there, do you think? I think there's too much of that sticking out of this. So I'm going to take some of that off. Oh, it doesn't, it's obviously the wrong direction for tearing. I still don't like that. Oh, I think that might be quite nice on there. What do you think? Just keep checking when I'm, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's, I mean, when I make these things, oh gosh. I quite like to use them, you know, for what the, but I guess when you make a batch, you just have some left over, don't you? So let's have it. Like so, but we need to put the bone folder underneath because we don't want it to stick to that page. I'm just getting some glue off my fingers. Right. Okay, right, well, I let that dry and I think we'll call that a day. So, hope you enjoyed this. Sorry about the interruptions, you know, part way through. Hopefully I can splice the two together and it will be okay. All right then, take care everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.